Hey, what's up, Facebook, man? Look, I'm supposed to be going to bed, man. But my little brother, driving through Birmingham, headed to Dallas. I should just jump in the car with you, catch a ride. Save me some money for a plane ticket, nigga.
Yeah.
Hey, this my boy, Blaq Ron.
What's happening, y'all?
So he came over here, he was like, hey man, I saw your video on Facebook about too many people being backstage doing comedy shows. And just where we was talking, sitting to have a conversation about it, and just from his perspective and his point of view, I'm gonna turn the camera around and let him talk about why it's important to keep niggas off the stage. And man, go on, introduce yourself and tell them.
What's up with the Facebook, man? This the Malcolm X comedy. It's your man Blaq Ron signing in, checking in. Okay, I'm
gonna turn this radio down.
I'm gonna be deep first, cause I know Rick's fan base got a lot of, church goers, very professional people. Let me give y'all this analogy in very deep terms. It's been oftentimes said that laughter is the best medicine. So anybody that's in charge of dispensation of a medicine is then called a doctor. In particular, pharmacists, pharmacologists, and compoundists have to take an oath that ensures that they know that the medicines that they dealing with, if they aren't dealt out in the proper dosages, can be fatal to the people they giving them to. They take their job very seriously. So imagine the backstage of a comedy show like the scrub room of an ER.
Right.
This is where the doctor is getting ready to go out and then perform the task that he's been called upon. So if you had a person that was supposed to do one of the most painstaking jobs in the world, they got to do brain surgery. They got to do heart surgery. This requires a steadiness of hand. This requires a certain amount of chill, resolve, confidence in your skill level, cleanliness of everything around you, knowledge and competence of your assistants, and readiness, poise, and capability of the doctor. If any of those things are out of place, the person that they operating on, life hangs in the balance. So they have to make sure that everything is laid in its proper place before the doctor even comes in. As a matter of fact, he can't even touch the dough once his hands have been scrubbed clean. That's what we are. We're comedians. We're giving out the best medicine. We finna go out into that room and do heart surgery on that person with the broken heart.
And I know we make it look easy, but man, it really takes pure focus, because we don't have Maze behind us and the Pips behind us and Earth, Wind, and Fire behind us. It's just us.
And this ain't no video that you're seeing online, so we can't recut and retake and reshoot. We get one time to cure you of what ails you. We get one shot. We get one bullet. We got to have laser aim to hit you and give you brain surgery on that thing that you've been thinking about all month, all year, all day long.
Now tell them about the importance of comedians bonding and vibing with each other without other people around and strangers and people asking for pictures and people in the way. When comedians huddle up and get together, tell the viewers about that magic and what happens when all the comedians bond together and we talking shit and what it do for our mind without distractions and without promoters and all the people backstage.
Right. First of all, the last time most of the comedians got a chance to hang with each other for real is when we were coming up in the comedy game, on our grind, up all night, sitting in pancake shops and diners, working our jokes out, building those lifelong relationships that build those projects that become the cult classics like the Kings of Comedy. That those relationships are organically built after doing show after show together. So then when you get to the level of a big show, a show where there's a backstage and everybody got their handlers and stuff, hey man, we need a time when we can come together as brethren and sistren in this craft and just touch each other. Let me feel where you at.
So what happens when all these random people backstage bothering you, asking for pictures? Then you got to worry about your shit, your cell phone getting stolen, your backpack getting stolen, your things getting stolen. And what is that?
Let me tell you like this. And I hate to put it in these terms, but on them white people set,
nobody.
There's a term called non-essential personnel. That's everybody that's not important to the production that's going on.
Speak.
And when they make a call that says clear all non-essential personnel, we have Beyonce on scene. If you don't have a special lanyard around your neck that says I belong back here, somebody real tall and real big gonna grab you by somewhere real soft on your body and push you against your will out of that area. They don't give a damn how it hurt your feelings. They don't care who cousin you are, who mama friend you is. You are non-essential personnel. You are IP. You're not VIP.
Right.
And the problem is, you got all these people backstage that ain't VIP. You got all these people backstage that have nothing to do with the show.
And why you back there before the show anyway?
Why are you
Why
here?
you can't wait till after the show? Because it's a distraction.
What you're saying is you feel like you're more entitled to my time and my space than everybody else in that room. You're saying that you hold yourself in a certain level of more importance than every other fan and spectator that came to the show. You think, even though you don't know me, that you are important enough to be in my work area. You in the scrub room like you finna do some surgery too. Go your ass out in the waiting room until we come back and tell you grandmama pulled through.
Right. And Ron, another thing I wanted to talk about, real quick, and how dangerous and how things can really go left with too many people backstage and the liability.
Yeah.
Right? Somebody get mad because you say no to a picture, or your handler tell somebody no, but that's a promoter cousin, and now it's tension backstage. And if it's any kind of tension, or if anybody distract you, what does that do for you as a comedian going out there to perform by yourself in front of 6,000 people?
Look, man, y'all got to pick and choose whether or not we get to be people too, or whether or not we're going to be professionals and be professional artists. Because you approach me like, hey, you're a person like I'm a person. Take this picture with me. Let's have this real human experience. But then you want me to remain in an air of professionalism and public figuredom and always be gracious enough to honor your request. Case in point, when the Will and the Chris thing happened, everybody said, well, although Chris is a comedian, Will is a person, and sometimes people hurt, sometimes people react humanly. Okay, cool. But why aren't comedians given that same grace before and after shows? Why aren't we allowed to be human beings? Why are we not allowed to have personal space? Why are we not allowed to have privacy and private moments?
Hey, I know what I was. Look, so why nobody backstage when Frankie Beverly performed? Nobody backstage when Beyonce performed. Why is there so many goddamn people backstage when comedians perform? What made people so comfortable with comedians to treat us like we're not real artists and too familiar, too comfortable? I'm gonna go backstage, I can touch you, I can grab you. Why?
Well, first of all, from a safety aspect, if you're not a trained stage performer, if you don't have a theater background, you don't know how to move around backstage. It is pitch black backstage, and every 3 or 4 feet there is a tripping hazard, there's a fall hazard, there are big gaping holes in the floor where pieces of the stage come together. If you're not familiar back there, you can trip, fall, hurt yourself, fatally wound yourself. So let's get the safety part established first of all. But second of all, comedians, we're so good at our job that number one, we make it look easy. Number two, because you saw us at this restaurant, you see us on your favorite show or movie, you hear us on the radio, we become familiar to you to the point where you look at us like we're family. But just because you look at us like we're family does not mean that we are supposed to receive you that same way, and we don't know you. So if we have become like family, you have then made yourself familiar. Well, the thing about familiarity is it oftentimes breeds contempt. Have you ever had somebody that all of a sudden out of the way, say something out of pocket, out the way, speak out of turn, get out the way with you, and their reasoning behind it was, I thought we were cool? See, that's the thing. Once a person gets cool enough with you, they're going to continue to try you. People will push and test your boundaries like children until you establish this is my line in the sand.
Right. So basically, stay the fuck from backstage. Please. Come backstage after the show.
After the show.
After the show is fine. You know, because we do meet and greet. But man, don't nobody go in that pastor study and mess with Bishop before he get ready to bring that word.
And another thing, if you are so graciously allowed, if you get the privilege to come backstage,
your musty ass down somewhere and be still.
Hey man, you Otis. Ain't nobody came to see you.
Right.
Quit picking up shit that don't belong to you.
Don't walk in your dressing room.
Don't help yourself to nothing that you haven't been offered. And I don't want to sound sexist when I say this, but it's really a problem that we have with the ladies. You'll come in there, you'll get to helping yourself to the food and the drinks simply because you are a woman. Don't let your pretty privilege get you put out. Don't let it, now me and your man got tension. Rick, I'll tell you a story that happened to me. I'm on the No Cap tour right now. I appreciate y'all for supporting and everything. We had a situation, Rick, where
hey man, the nigga driving through Birmingham, so I had to feed the nigga. Nigga can't let a nigga drive through Birmingham and don't give him a hot meal and stuff. The nigga had to.
Finna get down on it too.
You said what?
Finna get down on it. Come on in, baby.
Hey, you know what we're gonna do?
What's that?
We're gonna do a special with you at the start. Now we're gonna do a one night.
Oh, we got to.
This one of the funniest comedians. And hey, let them know how they can follow you.
Man, hey, I got a brand new Instagram too. Blaq Ron 2.0. BLAQRON 2.0. Follow me on there. Follow me on Facebook. And I got a YouTube too. Follow me, y'all.
How many years we been on tour together?
3. This is going into our 3rd year.
3rd year. I don't know how you end up on the show. How did we meet?
Man, we did D-Ray's New Year's Eve together.
Goddamn right. That's where we met. I said, man, you funny. I'm gonna put you on. And we've been together ever since.
Put me on ever since.
And he's my main writer. Help me come up with stuff. This one of the most brilliant. You on tour with 85 South?
I'm on 285 South, and I'm on the No Cap tour. No Cap tour stars the guys from 85 South, D-Ray Davis, Lil Duval, Michael Blackson, B. Simone, and myself. So come see us, Chico Bean, Carlos Miller, DC Young Fly. We in the city near you, or we have already hit your city. It's been sold out every town. So man, hey Rick, you know when we do Florida, you got to pull up.
Oh yeah, I'm coming.
Go there.
I'm coming there for the hell of it.
Gotta be.
Cause all y'all,
Jacksonville,
all these my little brothers, all of them call me OG, man. They be especially D-Ray disrespectful ass. D-Ray the reason I don't like light skinned people, man. That shit don't be funny when D-Ray be see how disrespectful these niggas is.
Cause Rick, you be having on some bullshit, man. You be dressing like
nigga, you be dressing like motherfucking
we dress like
Jimi Hendrix, nigga.
Ages. We swap ages when we dress. I dress like I'm your age. You dress like you my age.
Okay, nigga, my clothes be nice.
For my age.